Hey, Dumb Dirt Guy here. I just wanted to let you know about a stock that I started playing around with about 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer. It's TNXP. Now, TNXP is a pharmaceutical. I play with them every once in a while, but this one seems to be something that could end up being a big banger. I started into this stock at only 31 cents. Right now, it's up to about 38. They're in their third phase clinical trial. And come to find out, this stuff has turned out to be pretty fantastic. I don't know, and I don't pronounce these diseases very well, but fibromyalgia is it's a disease that affects people's pain levels. They have a hard time sleeping. They just start to lose contact with other people. They just don't feel they just can't go places and do things. It's a terrible thing. But at any rate, it's had a couple of different drugs that have just come to their end as far as patents go, and I guess people are going to start maybe making generics. I'm not really sure, but this fibromyalgia, this is a really terrible thing, and they have a problem treating it with the drugs that are available now, because most of the drugs that help you sleep, they don't give you quality sleep. They just give you a drowsiness. You get so drowsy that you fall asleep. Well, this new drug that they have made, this drug that TNXP is putting out there, is gone strictly for quality sleep. You don't end up being drowsy for 12 hours and all that kind of nonsense. It supposedly gives you a good 8 hours, high REM sleep, and you wake up refreshed. And when you get that kind of sleep, you have way less pain. Now, this stuff has turned out so far in clinical trials to be so good that the DoD has actually decided that they're going to approve it for PTSD trials, and they're gonna do some funding for that. As a matter of fact, it just got approved, and they've also decided that this drug's really good for chronic migraines. And I know some people that suffer from that, and boy, oh boy, when them migraines hit them, it just tears them up. They got to go into dark places and quiet, and they just got to get away from everything. So at any rate, they believe that this drug is actually going to be accepted and approved by mid-2024. Now, this stock is right now at 38 cents. And like I said, I got into it at 31. I'm making money on it. I think that you could too, but I'm just a dumb dirt guy. This is not financial advice. I think that you ought to take a good look into it. Like I say, the ticker is TNXP. TNXP. Take a look at these clinical trials. They're very impressive. The things that they want to do with this drug are very impressive. Oh, and did I mention it's a non-opioid? There's no risk of addiction. And that's one of the big problems with pain medication. A lot of pain medications lead people to where they don't feel the pain. It doesn't treat it, but they don't feel the pain. All it does is mask the pain and then leaves them with a terrible addiction. And some people, after the doctors decide that they're not going to give them opioids anymore, get their own opioids off the street. Some end up getting convicted of crimes just trying to get medications that will work for them. They get left behind in the pain levels, and it's just a terrible thing. I mean, we know what opioids are doing to this country. They're destroying it. I mean, a lot of people are dying from this fentanyl, and obviously heroin was a nasty thing, and it still is. And we need to try to take our treatments away from that kind of stuff. And so TNXP has decided that they're going to focus on that. And so this is a non-opioid. There is absolutely no risk of addiction on this drug. And it gets you good sleep. Oh, one last thing. Women that are suffering from this fibromyalgia, the medications, the sleep medications and things that they're taking for it, the current medications that they're giving for this, tend to lessen women's sexual desires. And we all know that's terrible. Well, come to find out, this medication does the opposite. It increases women's sexual desires. Now, I don't know if that is because that people are getting good sleep and they're not tired and they don't feel in a lot of pain or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure people in pain, the last thing in the world they want to do is play around. But this could end up being, just a similar form of a woman's Viagra. And boy, do we know what that means. I mean, Viagra started out as a blood pressure medicine. And it had a really strange side effect that a lot of people really liked. And then they decided that they were going to make real money off of it and start selling it, as an enhancer. So at any rate, like I say, I'm just a dumb dirt guy. I'm just giving you a hint. I want you to do your own due diligence. Make sure that all the investments that you make are ones that you've researched and you're not investing more money than you can lose. Because let's face it, the stock market these days is so volatile. They make you feel like you're winning and then all of a sudden they take it all from you. You got to be very careful. Never stay married to a stock. Make your money and get out. You don't have to make every dime that the stock puts out. You just have to make sure that when the stock is up, you sell. When the stock is down, you buy. That's the whole trick, I think. But I'm just a dumb dirt guy, so what do I know? You all make sure that you have the very best day that you can. And take a good look at that TNXP stock. That's what I think, and that's what I'm doing. Goodbye for now.